Hey guys, what is up? Dodatech here, and today I am bringing you my $8,000 gaming PC. Before we start here, make sure you hit up that subscribe button and check out my channel. Also, I've got my $1,500 gaming PC up on screen now, so just click those annotations and you will be able to do what they say, basically. So let's get into this here. For our CPU, we're going to be using an Intel Core i7-3970X Extreme Edition LGA 2011 processor. Now, this is a 6-core processor with 12 threads, clocked at 3.5 GHz, turbos up to 4.4 GHz, and with this build you'll probably be getting more like 4.8 GHz. And this is the ultimate desktop processor, the best processor you can get on the planet. And it's going to be a great start for $1,050. To cool that CPU, we're going to be using a Corsair H110. Now, this has two 140mm fans, and this is a closed-loop water cooling unit. It also has a 280mm radiator, and it's a great cooler. I've seen the performance from this, and it's a great cooler for $130. While we're on the topic of cooling, we're going to be replacing all our fans with Noctua NFP14s, and we're going to need 5 of them, and they're completely silent fans. We're going to be using 4 for the H110, so we're not going to be using the stock ones, and 1 for the rear of the case, so yeah. If you want to, you can also add a couple for the front of the case, but we haven't done that in this build. And for those fans, it's going to cost us about $140. For our motherboard, we're going to be using the Asus Rampage 4 formula. This is an LGA 2011 board. It's got SATA 3 6 gigabits per second, USB 3 as well as PCI 3. It's an X79 platform, and everything is overclockable. It's also got some great I/O, and it looks awesome for only $370. For our memory, and I really want some of this stuff. This is Corsair Dominator Platinum, 16 gigabytes of DDR3 at 2600 megahertz. Now this has a light bar on the top. You're going to get some underglow effects. It's a custom PCB, and it's also featuring the Corsair Link software. Now this is very expensive memory, but this is a very expensive build, so it's a great memory for $640. For an SSD, and basically all our storage, we're using Samsung 840 Pros. And we're going to be using one 128GB for our boot drive, and 4 512 gigabytes for 2 terabytes of storage. You can also bump this up and maybe get a RAID card, well, not a RAID card, but you can bump this up and add more to get more storage. We're only using 4 for 2 terabytes, and this will allow us to boot our computer in under 10 seconds. This is going to cost us $1,200. For our optical drive, we're going to be using the LG Blu-ray burner. Now, this is probably the cheapest part of our build. It's a 12-speed Blu-ray burner and a 14-speed DVD burner. You can also play back 3D videos, and it's only $45. You don't really need this, but we threw it in just because it looks awesome, and well, I just kinda like optical drives because sometimes I like to use a CD or a DVD. Anyway, $45, get that. For our graphics cards, we're using 4 EVGA GeForce GTX 680 for the Win Edition. Now these are 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 each, and this is great because the standard GTX 680s only come with 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory. So we're basically getting 16 gigabytes of video memory, and that is on a 256-bit bus at 1111 megahertz, and it's also overclockable. And it's a great amount of video performance for only $2,280, or $2,280. For our power supply, we are using the EVGA Supernova Classified. Now this is a 1500 watt power supply, but it's being seen to pull more from the wall. It's also 80 plus gold. It's SLI and crossfire ready, and it's also fully modular. And I love this power supply because it looks awesome, and it's only $450. Now for our case, you can choose anything here, but just make sure it's big enough. But we're using the NZXT Phantom 820 because it's got great airflow. It's got three 200mm fans, but we're not. Well, we might use them. You might be able to use them, guys. I don't have this case, I don't know the ins and outs of it. But it's also got adjustable LEDs with their hue lighting. It's got a quad channel fan controller, and it looks boss. This case also comes in a white and gunmetal grey, as well as the black shown here, and it's only $230. Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Check out my YouTube channel, link on screen, and check out my $1,500 gaming PC, link also on screen. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.